back lever, one of my favorite movements to teach. I'll tell you a story. So about 6 years ago, when I first got into calisthenics, the back lever was one of those movements that I looked at and just thought, that is just gravity defying. How on earth could anyone be able to do that? And then a friend of mine came over to me and he said, hey man, just do this, change this thing around. Here's the progressions that you need to work on, and in a month's time, you're gonna get it. And long story short, I worked through the progressions, I did them bit by bit, and actually 2 weeks later, I got my first back lever. And it just shows that when someone breaks it down for you, it's really not that hard to actually unlock. But let me start this off with the prerequisites. You must be able to do a full straight leg skin the cat. Okay, if you can't, you should not be on this video. You should not be anywhere near it because you simply have not got the strength to start training for the back lever, and so stop rushing it. Simple. Okay, I'm only saying that because that's what I would have said to myself 6 years ago when I was first doing this. I had to unlock the skin the cat and I had to go through the stages to get my back lever. Okay, and I've actually helped, I'd probably say 40, 50 people get their first full back lever at CaliUnity gym in Bath. Okay, so step number one, get your straight leg, full skin the cat. Cool, we're past that. Second thing, let's actually understand the movement. How does it work? So if you have unlocked your first skin the cat, you know something about how to pull yourself out of that position in that back part. So again, if we look at the skin the cat and we're going upside down, we find that position and we go back. When you're pulling yourself out, you're squeezing and rounding through the shoulders. That is the most important thing for the back lever, and we're going to call it protraction. Okay? Now, this is just a fancy word which basically just means squeeze your chest and round your shoulders. It looks like this. Okay? We're squeezing it. Note it's not this. Slightly different. It's just this. I'm squeezing in that position so my lats engage, my chest engages. Cool. So, this is the most important part of the back lever. It's this. This is the part that will hold yourself in that position. So when you actually look at the back lever and you find the position, it's basically just a skin the cat in that mid-range with your legs straight. It's very, very simple. So when you do pull out of that skin the cat, you know that you're squeezing and rounding those shoulders. All we're literally going to be doing with the back lever is very, very simple. Rather than having your knees tucked in, you're just going to be extending the leverage and basically moving through body positions. Now, in all of calisthenics, you can look at things in terms of leverage and body positions. You start in a tucked position, you then move to advanced tuck, then you go one leg, then you go straddle, then you go half lay, then you go full. And that is how to progress the back lever. You start with the skin the cat and you progress yourself all the way to a full back lever. Now the question is how do I know when to progress to the next one? What are the next movements? Should I do negative? Should I do this? Let me explain. What you basically need to be doing is you have technically unlocked a tuck back lever pull out, which is called a skin the cat. Because what you've done is you've gone upside down, you've gone all the way back, you've come up, you've come back to that middle in a tuck back lever, right? Now what you need to do is you need to then work on extending your legs out, extending the leverage, putting more stress through your shoulders to work on the next position. Now the way that you do that is, number one, you do a negative. You come down slowly through the movement, then you put your foot on the floor and you're done, you come back up and you do it again. Maybe do 3 reps of that. Next one is you do the negative, you come down, maybe see if you can hold in that middle position, which is the back lever. Maybe see if you can hold in that position there and see if you can feel the squeeze. Now when you're holding, you're not just gonna chill being like la 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 la. No. You round and squeeze like you're pulling out of a normal skin the cat. You're rounding and squeezing the chest, tucking the core in, because that's when you then hold, and eventually you'll be able to come down. Eventually you'll just have to come out of it, basically, right? Then the third progression from there, you've done the negatives, then you do a negative with a hold, then you do a negative, and then you see if you can come out from that halfway position. I also like doing negative all the way down to your full range of motion, then coming back up, because you can almost use a bit of momentum to pull you through that middle bit to then come back up, okay? Once you can do 3 of those, move to the next progression. So for example, you were on tuck, then you went to advanced tuck, and now you'd work on a single leg position. So we do a single leg, negative, go all the way down, back up. A nice thing to do as well is you can actually do the main progression you're working on, but then when you come back up, you can do the regression. So you can do a one leg, you can come all the way down, then you can tuck in and pull out through that movement. Other side, come down, all the way down, pull the leg back in, come back up, okay? And you can do this all the way through. So again, come down and hold, then relax and come down. Eventually, you come down, you squeeze, and then you come back up. Then you work on straddle, then you work on full, and bam, you've got your first full back lever. So again, just to go over in terms of like major kind of tips for success when it comes to the back lever, make sure that you have protraction, so you're rounding the chest and squeezing the chest together. The next thing is your pelvis position. Make sure you're tucking underneath, basically, okay? This is the same position as a hollow hold position. This is what you want to be doing. You do not want to be in this position with your back. I see it all too often with people. They're arching their back. No, it's the opposite. It's in, and we're squeezing, and that actually gets your glutes engaged as well. And the third thing is do not pike, okay? Which basically means when you're folding at the hips. The reason why you do this is twofold. One, you're not generating tension, but the body's smart. When you pike, the total distance that it needs to work with is less, and so it's actually less tension. And so you have to make sure, let's say your butt's here, you squeeze your butt forward to get that full tension here, and that's when you know that. If you're piking, either tense your butt. If you still can't do it, regress to the last movement. You've progressed too fast. Very simple. Okay, and that's it. You're just progressing through the movements. You're working on your protraction. You're making sure to tuck your pelvis underneath, squeeze your core, and you're not piking because you're squeezing your butt and you're generating that full body tension. Quick note on the back lever as well. You are generating a lot of tension doing this movement, and so make sure to, at first, you can hold your breath, but eventually I want to see if you can breathe out while you're doing that movement, because otherwise it can be quite a lot of tension in the head. Okay, so that's something there to work on as well. And again, sometimes you have to take one step back, take 10 steps forwards. If you need to just dial in your skin the cat so you can then progress through this, then that's exactly what you should be doing, okay? So that's the back lever. Go smash the back lever. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the CaliUnity YouTube. We've literally got every single progression for everything calisthenics, everything to do with injuries, mobility, nutrition, toning, all of it. It's all on here for free, okay? So you can go through all these videos. If you've unlocked the back lever, the next progression is the front lever, which is the next video in this series, so go ahead and watch that. If you did like the video and you got something from this, make sure to hit a like or a comment down below. And if you know someone else that's working on their back lever and you think this video would help them, make sure to share it with them. All right, guys, so best of luck with your back lever journey. Any questions, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.